Up until this point, our villagers were standing in place when they didn't have a job. Well, no more. We're going to add a wander behavior. Go to the asset store and spend $15 on the movement pack for Behavior Designer Pro. Then open your workers behavior tree. We have a selector. Each branch on the selector can interrupt the lower priority tasks. This is what's called static priority. Sleep is more important than hauling items and more important than the idle behavior. Let's replace the idle action and let's type wander. This is the action from the movement pack. On the inspector, we want this action to run indefinitely, so we'll uncheck stop on task end. You can customize the parameters of your wander behavior. For example, the distance of the destination, which will be between 5 and 10 meters. The wander degrees, here by default, they're between -30 and 30. So new destinations will be chosen with this angle range. And if we didn't have a valid destination, the behavior will increase the wander degrees by this amount. We can choose wait at destination duration. To make the agent wait, we can choose a value between 0 and 5 seconds. Then we can choose the distance at which we stop. We do have a stopping distance, but this is different. If the agent is within this distance from the destination, they will pick a new destination. Between 1 and 3 is fine. Then we have destination retries. If we didn't find a valid destination, the behavior will retry. Let's pick 10, for example, 10 retries, although it wouldn't matter because even if this task fails, the whole behavior tree will restart because we have a repeater as a root node. And if you want this to be more fancy, let's use a sequence and put our wander task in the sequence. And before we wander, we'll call set run on our pawn script and set run to false. That way our pawns will walk rather than run. Okay, by putting this at the end of the selector, if our pawns don't need to sleep and don't have jobs, they will wander. And since we have 3 types of pawns, then you need to go into the behavior tree of each pawn and replace the idle task with this sequence. Now the characters who don't have jobs will wander around the village instead of standing still like a statue. Alright, thank you for watching. See you in the next one. Bye bye.